Oh no. Oh no! Worst of all, I can't even hate her. As cruel as this is, did she just save them? He knew. Yo, he knew! I'm not okay after this episode. Ah, no, no, no. No. The worst part is, as pissed off as I am that she murdered those kids, objectively, it was probably the kinder option given the upcoming fates. But no, like, you can't bait a man in with finally giving me the satisfaction of proving that I've been right all along about Mau Mau. That Mau Mau's not trapped with you, you're trapped with her. They dumped a box of poisonous snakes and insects, and she made a goddamn barbecue. Mau Mau looked at the camera dead in the face and said, "Don't threaten me with a good time." That might have been the most brilliant way to make my guard drop. Because after that moment, that's the highlight of the episode. Nothing's going to top that. And then the fact that, so after she explodes the gunpowder, which I already know there's going to be people who are going to argue with this, gunpowder of today is not the same as gunpowder back in ancient China. You absolutely can and probably would survive being in the general area of gunpowder going off back then. Just saying. So before we get those comments, let's just push them away. We have this amazing heart-to-heart where we're looking and we're learning so much. One of the moments initially that I didn't realize what was happening until comments kind of pointed it out. She was injecting almost like poison when she was eating that flour or whatever. That's essentially an abortion drug. We learn why in this episode. And just the fact that when Mau Mau's like thinking like, I don't know how to refer to her as, because she's known her as multiple identities now. And the fact that she refers to her as Shisui and being like that's who you are to me. You're my friend who I've known for all this time, and how happy she is. Only for us to open up the goddamn door and they're all dead. See, when that little bastard first was introduced, I thought, oh, here's this little shit character who's gonna piss me off. And then like within very short amount of time, I was like, I actually kind of like this kid. He kept going above and beyond trying to save us, and just in general, I thought this is kind of a fun dynamic because you don't really associate Mau Mau with little brother energy at all. So to see someone who, she'll constantly criticize, be like, man, he's doing some stupid things, but then we look at her and we're like, you do equally stupid things all the time. So like the pot calling the kettle black, I thought there was so much more possibilities for them. I think what really sends me the most and pisses me off the most is he knew. All of them ignorantly drank what tasted like juice to them, right? Like she made it seemingly painless and as quick as possible. It's not like she tortured them. But the fact that he looked at that cup, bit his lip, and then smiled and drank, he knew he was killing himself there. We've never seen Mau Mau that angry. Like, she was ready to throw hands. Like, we've seen her upset, but to see the pure... That wasn't a cornered animal. That was a tiger ready to lash out at its prey before she pulled her punch. Learning what we learned about her and her family dynamic, the royal blood, and what was probably coming for all of them. I mean, keep in mind, when we first entered this area, when Mau Mau was kidnapped, our girl jumped out of fear of a snake. Which, hey, some people just have fear of snakes. I don't like snakes, and maybe I'd get a little spooked. But the idea of jumping and throwing that snake after learning what this woman actually was doing, trapping you in there with God knows what type of monstrosities that if they touch you, like I bet that toad, you could have touched that thing and got poison. Mau Mau, she would have licked that shit, got high as a kite and loved it. But the idea of like torturing with that type of stuff, like her initial punishment that she wanted to do sounded like she was going to place her in a body of water in the middle of winter. And without our girl probably saying actually a proper punishment would be the box of monstrosities because she knew Mau Mau would survive that. Jesus Christ, I really felt what we were building into was that, Jinshi, her dad, they'd be coming in with an army, and by the time they got there, Mau Mau would have solved it. And instead, we got explosions going off, children being murdered, Mau Mau more pissed than we've ever been, and while I only watched a small glimpse of the preview, I saw my boy angry, and then I saw a bunch of weapons. So while I've been saying I hope he comes with bazookas, it looks like I got the next best thing. And I'm ready to burn this bitch down. Because here's the thing. Had we not killed them, and we would that have saved their fates? Or when everything pops off, would they have suffered? I don't know anymore. I still can't hate her. I can't. That's not okay. You can't do me like that. You give me the greatest Mau Mau scene I've ever witnessed. Because as soon as I saw a bunch of creepy crawlies, I knew she was going to be fine, but I didn't realize she was going to skew. She used the dust of her herbs to do a goddamn circle to keep the other insects away that maybe would be more poisonous and, before they go into hibernation. And she killed a goddamn snake and roasted it over a torch. And asked for salt when they came back. What's crazy too, they made that woman even more shitty by saying that she never even knew what her daughter looked like because she would doll her up, dress her up, and basically make her a plaything. That scene when she hits her favorite child because she didn't recognize said favorite child because she wasn't dolled up in makeup is insanity. I want one outcome. I want one specific outcome. And I want that old, wrinkly hag to be tied to 4 separate horses going in 4 separate directions, and then you slap that horse's ass and it just pulls. Is that too much for some people? Frankly, I don't give a damn, my dear, because that's the vibe I'm getting. Mau Mau and company are never financially recovering from this. This is emotional devastation to the max. And I'm not okay. Easily the most standout episode out of any Apothecary Diaries episode. It had the highest level of highs for comedy and the absolute lowest lows for emotional damage. I'm not okay. Thoughts down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell so you know if I went upload more. We got the Patreon. Got the full uncut thoughts and hypes over there exclusively. And yeah, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Pacifist Gunslinger, Corefish, Kalajico, Manassa Donpudi, Mike Joe, Little Joltik, Ekidana, Robrito Gonzalez, and we also have crazy cards, so I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You'll have a good one.